Hello, friends. Welcome back to another episode of the Nerdy Stoner Podcast with your favorite huggable stone nerd, Dexter, aka
AKA.
the Nuggy Professor, aka Smokey D. Sploofy, aka the Puffin Man, aka Stash Tokum, and aka the Soul Reefer. I am joined today by two awesome blurs, two awesome people, friends, Mr. Petty of Thirsty Thursdays DMV,
What up?
and
What up?
Miss Chibi Wolf, the cosplayer, musician, and now crocheter, as you can see,
I got
making
a hat.
awesome mushroom hats.
Call me a maelstrom.
How are you both doing today?
I'm
good.
awesome. I'm awesome, man.
I'm high now. Shit.
Hey,
I
me
got, I
too.
got I got a nice little whiskey going on. Just on the
Ooh.
rocks, just keeping it chill. It's got a nice smoky flavor to it, so I'm just gonna keep it on the rocks.
Nice, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking
Yeah,
of smoky,
shout out to Twin Valley Distillery in Rockville. They hook a brother up with a free bottle, so I'm hooking them up with free advertisement.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
That's how you do it.
absolutely.
And that's how sponsorship works.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been to the distillery?
Yes. It's like a bar slash distillery. They're trying to It's located in Rockville. They're trying to turn into like a music venue also because they have a pretty good stage area, but they don't have a good sound yet. So there's my opinion, I feel like they need to work on that. But majority of the bands that show up there are generally loud anyway, so it kind of covers up for a while. When you can't have good acoustics, we're just gonna scream.
Okay.
Hmm.
It's like one of those we're gonna scream as loud as we can. Hopefully you hear us. If you
Hey
don't,
man, like
sorry.
you don't listen to punk music for the aesthetics. I'm just saying, like,
Punk music.
all kind. They do all kinds of bands, but like my fans sound to be like the hardcore punk, pop punk influence. So that was my friend's band that showed up. So shout out to Humble Abode.
Humble Abode. I haven't
Mhm.
heard of them before.
Oh, okay. I mean, I could put you onto some bands that's in the area that's still trying to make like the 2010s last longer.
Make it last longer you can, I guess. The only punk band that I know of is a Baltimore-based band called Consumer Culture. That's the only band that I know of. I could know of other bands, but I don't listen. I only really know about Consumer Culture because one of my friends who's a punk band guitarist is in that band, and he's been doing pretty good. So that's the only punk band that I know, like in my area. I need to know more.
Oh, okay. Well, after the show, I'll put you on. I'll put a whole list and do what you want with them.
Perfect. New music.
Nice. New music is always good.
We love it.
Mel, how you doing, buddy?
I'm over here chilling. I'm high. I had a long day yesterday, and I didn't have such a long day today, so I'm trying to take advantage of it and get some crochet work done. But yeah, between the dog walking, the performing, and the hat crocheting and the music teaching, I've been busy. And it's busy with all the good things. So I have no complaints, to be honest. No complaints. It's been hot as a bitch, though. I have been walking these animals. I've been walking these animals in
Ain't
the
like Code
sun.
Orange or something out there?
Huh?
Ain't like Code Orange or something out there? I don't know. My app, I have a weather app that keeps putting up with a triangle and an exclamation mark, but like I'm been depressed and inclusive, so it's like I've been like indoors. I haven't seen the sun since 2 weeks.
Ooh. Well, you'll get out there eventually. But yeah, Code Orange. I saw that notification too, but I still went out there, and I didn't feel any different. But I also I don't do most of my work like in the city. I'm usually like pretty far outside the city. Not super far, but like I'm usually doing my work outside the city.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it extended all the way there yet, but I seemed okay. The last time when it first happened, I was like nauseous and had a migraine.
Oh, damn.
I was like, wow. And I had to walk, man. I had to walk. I had like 6 clients that day. Those are all like 30 to 45 minutes. And then we're talking about like 10 to 20 minutes between commute to get to each person. You know what I mean? That is
a hike. That is a hike.
That is a day. That is a day to have. But hey, we here and we're alive. I'm just hoping it stops soon, or maybe this is the new normal.
This is a new normal. Like everything's just progressively hotter. Like global warming. Like December weather. We out here in tank tops in December. Like
no bullshit. I saw people walking in shorts.
Right.
I remember. Does everyone remember the Christmas where basically like it was just like hot on Christmas? Like it was like
60 something on a Christmas.
Yeah.
And I'm
it was like 2014 or something back then. It was like the DMV experienced the first like hot Christmas, and we were all just like, "Oh shit." The earth getting pretty warm.
Like we out here rock with this nice weather. Like, yeah. Meanwhile, trying to like push out the thought that the fact that the earth is going to like fry itself to death one day.
Yeah.
Water world is real.
What I mean? I like to think that there's going to be a couple hundred years of just adapting to the change. And by then I will be dead. And so I will have to concern myself with that stuff. But I like to think that, we're going to spend a lot of time like evolving and getting better at like surviving in these new changes. And then eventually nature's just going to do what nature does.
I did a report years ago in college where I was like, the reason why people my age, the millennials, we don't grow up is because from a young age, we were taught that the world's going to end anyway. Like we're going to run out of resources. The world's going to deplete, either going to be a nuclear holocaust. We're going to run out of resources. The machine's going to take over. Something in the 2000s and later 2000s, we're just not going to make it as a regular world. And I feel like, that's why we're always like, oh man, the stock market crash. Okay, it's a Thursday.
The stock market crash.
Oh man, another economy. Economic crisis. Oh, okay.
Damn, that's crazy.
I'm still waiting for the zombies to take over.
It's like, shit, whatever, bro. You just hit the
like
shit.
which apocalypse is this one? Is it famine? Oh no, it's war. Yeah, we got it.
Another school shooting, more dead children. Wow, that's fucking.
Well, we reacted bad news. Wow.
More of the same shit.
Yeah. And hence why we always smoke.
Oh yeah, bro.
Just to harsh out, just to mellow out this generation.
Yeah, but
pretty much.
I always have in my mind that it really could be worse though. Like, if you think about how bad human beings can really be, this is not that bad.
Yeah.
Like I don't even think anime has really scraped the surface of like the depravity of mankind. Like
I don't know.
They didn't get it all.
I mean, they kind of survived. I mean, considering what Japan went through, they're probably closer to understand how you survive apocalypses than we do.
I mean, yeah, I'm just saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like human depravity can has the potential to go beyond like what we as people can imagine. You know what I mean?
And ironically, that was the whole point of The Walking Dead. Was not even the zombies. It's just like how far down can humanity go, or how far up can humanity go. It was really about humanity and survival and what humanity can do, as opposed to just zombies, as everyone thinks it is. Oh, it's another zombie flick. Like, nah, they focus on the people. They don't really focus on the zombies.
Yeah, it's like, no, bro, you about to learn how human beings survive and adapt in this situation.
And in some cases, they wind up eating people because survival.
Because, bitch, it's zombies out here. You never thought you'd see those, and I never thought I'd eat a person. We are both surprised. So
I'm still the skinnier friend amongst all my friends, and all my friends have a lot of meat on them. So I'm always sizing them up. I'm like, But
I heard eating human flesh, like, legitimately, scientifically, like, drives you insane. Is that true? Does anybody know that?
I heard it tastes like ham.
I mean, look at Armie Hammer. He's pretty insane.
Yeah, they said the closest to human meat. They asked a cannibal what's the closest meat that humans could test to ham, and he's like, ham. I was like, oh.
You learn something new every day.
Well, this took a turn. I didn't introduce myself. By the way,
could I have died not knowing this?
It's your boy, Mr. Petty. Formerly of Blurs and Whiskey. That's no longer there. Shout out to everyone. Best of luck to everyone. I am now part of Thirsty Thursdays DMV. We are basically heathen bartenders, makeshift bartenders. We make drinks, and it's just me and my boy Rick Stroh, and we're just acting fool and making drinks, and y'all come for the chemistry. Same thing for Thirsty Thursdays. We actually have a wrestling podcast now, so that's on audio streams such as iHeartRadio, Apple Music, Samsung Music. I didn't even know Samsung even had specifically their own music.
What?
Yeah. I know it's crazy, but
Damn, I guess I got to get on that now too.
Hey man, I clicked on that link. I'm trying to get any. If you got it, you can hear me. That's how I saw. That's how I saw it.
There you go.
Spotify, Apple, Samsung. I don't even know who has Samsung. If you subscribe to it, hey, find Thirsty Thursdays Wrestling Podcast. I'm pretty sure I'm like the number one on Samsung Music. Ain't nobody out.
Hey,
you are like the
one
most,
is
you
number
are the one that's out there.
Right.
The only one. We still doing introductions, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
and
just
Google
sure
Docs.
I didn't miss that.
But yeah, Thirsty Thursdays Wrestling Podcast and Thirsty Thursdays DMV. Look it up on YouTube. You can see a bunch of our videos as we've already made several drinks. If you have any other requests, you can look us up on IG. Same thing. Thirsty Thursdays DMV or Thirsty Thursdays Wrestling Podcast. Look us up on IG. Follow us. Like, share, subscribe.
I will do that after this video.
No doubt.
That's what I will do.
If you like to drink, you like to laugh, you like to see two dudes who don't know what they're doing, try to do something, great. Let's go.
Fucking fire, bro. I'm with it.
Nice. And one day I hope to see you guys conquer the ever troublesome Malort.
No. Okay, so here the show's already off the rails. Fuck it. We did do the first one we did was really good. If you look at the first episode, we did a highball for the Malort. So we realized that because Malort is very bitter, we add a bunch of citrus to it. You out citrus the bitterness in it, and next thing you know, you got a pretty decent drink.
Wow.
Okay.
You're gonna have to send me those directions because I like whiskey. So.
Okay. Well, Malort's not a whiskey; it's a liqueur, but it's very terrible. Do you have friends from Chicago?
No.
Okay, good. That is
or maybe I do, and I just don't know that.
If you have friends from Chicago and they even told you about Malort, then they're not your friends. Because they have, it's a practical joke because people from Chicago are sick individuals.
If there's anybody in Chicago that knows me that's watching this, please DM me, text me.
Yes, send her all the Malort you can.
Yeah. Just call me and let me know if you're from there, because I'm gonna have to give you a personal apology as to why I don't know that, especially if you're one of my friends.
Likewise, shit, I want to join the club. I want to know how it is. Let's do this.
Yeah.
We can do a live. If we both get it, we can do a live tasting.
Yeah. Ooh. It's not even that hard. Like, it's really not. Just make a highball.
Yeah, that's it.
Use Malort instead.
We'll be like,
that's
cheers.
That's it. Just knocking it back. I see that.
Mm-hmm.
Are we still doing it? Are we still doing it?
Yes. Please introduce yourself.
I just don't want to miss it. Okay, guys.
No,
my name is Chibi _wolf / Mel B Music. I am a saxophonist, a music instructor, and I play in a band called Joe Keys and the Late Bloomer Band. We are a funk band. We travel all up and down this coast. We had done gigs in LA. We've done gigs in Arkansas. We've done gigs in Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, all over the place. I can't tell you when the next show is or when you can see me because I forget. But there's a website called latebloomerband.com. Go on there. We are on that joint. Look us up. We're like a 9-piece group. It's fire. There's also my music page, Mel B Music, where like any other side work that I do, music related or any music content I make, I post it there so you can see me do my thing. And then Chibi Wolf is where everything else that I do comes out. I make mushroom hats. As of 2.5 weeks ago, I make mushroom hats now. Let me know if you want one. Send me a DM. We'll be able to negotiate how to make one of these. I also just smoke weed, chill, and watch anime.
Well, I say, seeing as you got dreads and you make hats, I definitely have to like holler at you about that because I need to.
I do locks as well. I'm just not like I'm not a stylist. Like I don't. They be keeping the secrets. They don't let anybody know how to do the styles. They be keeping secrets from us.
It's bank. Since we plug in other pages, I want to throw out there Bear Claw's Tavern, which is my production page, named after my cat, R.I.P. Bear Claw. That's B-E, you know how to spell Bear Claw. It's all one word. Bear Claw's Tavern. So there you go. Search for that too. You'll find my production page, more of my artsier stuff. Also, if you want me to work with stuff that you do, that's where you can find me.
Heck yeah. producing page, I'm with that. I'm selling a sample pack. So if you want to collaborate on some samples, let me know.
Hey, look, y'all. My friends are very talented, and they want to work with other talented people. So hit them up.
Yeah,
let's be talented together.
Shoot, video production, 9-piece band. Yeah, I can work with that.
Yeah.
Hey, I can shoot a music video.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, if you ever want to come to one of our shows and start collecting footage, like, we could do that. But
yeah,
I'll have to work with my person. I'll have to talk to Joe about it, though.
I'll talk to Joe.
Yeah.
I don't even know who Joe is.
He's like, nah, I'll talk to Joe.
Nah. Me and Joe already got an understanding already.
We gotta make sure it's in the budget, right? You know what I mean? We want to make sure we can give you the pesos you need.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. By the way, I mean, I do look out for friends, but you know, a brother is broke and ends gotta make ends meet. So I do charge. Yeah. So just know that.
I understand that.
Money is important.
I just had to tell a homegirl. I said, "Girl, I cannot afford to give you one of these hats for free, girl. No, I cannot. I wish, but I can't."
I just told her Freddie couldn't afford me. It hurt to say that, but I'm like, look, where you're going in life, I financially, you're not going to be able to afford what I can do for you.
Oh, that's a hard conversation.
Yeah, but not really.
Not hard for you. Probably hard for them to hear.
I mean, they took it on shit. They had to do that whole like, okay, all right, I bet. Like, no, don't take it offense. I'm being honest. I'd rather.
So what you're saying is you hate me. You want me to die alone.
I'm just saying this right now before you get either A, get your hopes up, or B, your expectations are higher than your budget.
Just be like, look, man, I just don't think this is very fiscally responsible for you.
He's like, you should not be busting your wallet down the way you're busting your wallet down for this stuff. Slow it down, buddy.
You look like you have a thought.
Who, me?
No, Cam.
Oh, no. I mean, I can go on and on about, you know, friends who can't afford me, but that's a whole separate subject. All I'm saying
that's another video.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta be honest. It's like, you know, like you want to be like when I had a 9-to-5 or a regular hourly paying job, and I was like, all right, I could afford to like lean a little bit on the friendship and less on the fiscal side. But now that this is all that I got, this is all I got. So I'm gonna need y'all to either come up with them coins, like you know, oh, we boys, okay, cool. I know you got the money.
Yeah, bro. I definitely do not do stuff for the sake of exposure or favors anymore.
Exposure was always like as an artist, that was always my favorite. Oh, I could pay you an exposure, bro. I don't even know who you are.
He's like, bro, you're broke. That's what you're saying. You want free work, like you're broke, bro. Like just
like what's these exposure bucks? Like I'm gonna go to my landlord. Hey man, I got $100,000 in exposure.
Like you almost want to slap somebody in this economy asking for some motherfucking work for free. It's like, boy, do you think I'm not as broke as you, if not broker than you, boy?
Do you see how much gas is?
What? Stop.
Bro, I still gotta talk to my ex just to get weed. Like, she's my plug. We're on good terms now.
The gas prices like actually breaks my heart. Every time I look at it, I'm like, why are you doing that? Stop.
Yeah.
It shouldn't hurt this bad to travel. It shouldn't.
No, it should not. Well, speaking of plugs, I think it's about time we get into this topic that we are getting in or are talking about.
Getting in and talking about.
Yeah.
Getting in and talking about.
Today we are discussing who would be the best fictional plug in the multiverse. Now, keep in mind, you can pick any character you want. I don't care. I don't care if they are a villain, hero, anti-hero. Shit, they just sit on the sidelines and do nothing. Just who do you think would deliver that hot fire? You know,
man. So first things first. I don't mean to extend this, but this is a very important and crucial point. What do we consider what makes a good plug, bro?
Okay, I'm glad you asked that.
What makes a good plug? Efficiency, timeliness,
quality, variety, and
I'm trying to think.
Let's go with personality. Like, just because. Do you no?
No,
I'm just thinking
because I feel like personality. If you put in personality in this, it does kind of make it harder to choose.
I'm not saying I'm not.
Okay, let's stick with those three.
Friends with my plugs.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
because a lot of times they be like overstaying they welcome. Sometimes,
like it gets you need people that can keep it professional. So if they're not friends, you're like in a better situation to deal with that.
That's true.
I mean, I think personality, as far as like, hey, look, I don't hate them, and they make it so that it's a personal experience. But they know, like, after it's done, after the transaction is done, they're already heading out the door.
Okay, how about instead of personality, let's say professionalism?
Okay.
We
can rock with that.
I'll rock those four. Quality, variety.
I got at least like 2 or 3.
And
professionality. Best in the multiverse.
Yes. Would you like to go first, Mel?
Let me think about it a little bit more, because I can't choose one. It's like a couple that we're working against.
I got a few myself, so
yeah.
Mostly, and I go hold. I'm gonna keep it real with you as far as like the notion of someone who's gonna be a plug and or a good plug for me, and the morality and the efficiency of what they can do. I'm leaning more on the DC comic side of stuff. So,
me too.
Straight up right now, first person I thought of was Swamp Thing. I mean, he's literally that. Like he is that. Like he's one of the, I don't know, I guess elementals of the DC universe. Like he literally can grow it, sell it, distribute it. Like, you know, he's never gonna run out of supplies. And he has little to no humanity in him, so he don't care about being friends. He'd be like, boom, all right, I'm gonna grow it. I take this money, and 9 times out of 10, he don't really care about money as much. So I'm pretty sure I can get it on the cheap, on the low, because he's forever got it. So as long as you don't bother him or destroy the earth, he's good with you. I would say a close second would be Poison Ivy.
I
thought about that.
Only because
I almost picked her.
She always.
Hold on. Let's trade. So you say one, and I say one.
Okay, all right, go ahead. All right, I'll hold off of Poison Ivy then. She did.
Okay,
yeah. Let's do.
I was gonna say the Flash.
I mean,
because like he's extremely charismatic. You know what I'm saying? So that means that he has a high clientele. You know what I mean? He's a superhero, so he already has a sense of justice. We already know that part. Like, yeah, he's a little like he be goofing off. Like he be trying, but that's the perfect thing though. He be taking a serious situation. He's like, it's fine. Don't even worry about it. I'm Flash, dude. Like
he does already have that stoner vibe to him anyway.
He does. You know what I'm saying? I think he does, and so that's why. And then he's like, he can travel anywhere. Like he would be the best plug in the world. He could collect everybody in the world's money moving in one direction at least like 30 times.
No bullshit. He's like, all right, I just gotta do a nice little lap around the city, around the earth.
Just goes back and forth across America and just covers the entire state, and then just works his way to every continent and just does the same shit.
All right, you got one, or you want us to go back and forth?
No, I got one.
Okay.
My first person is gonna be Gandalf. Because I mean, he's a wizard for one, and he is friends with a lot of forest folk, if you will. So I feel like he already has access to a really, really good supply. Because I feel like hobbits, they could grow some fire shit. Like they know their way around.
Have you seen like them pipes they be smoking with though?
Thank you.
He got that stuff. We don't know what that stuff is, but he got that stuff, like the kind of like transform the smoke stuff. Like that dude got the stuff.
I mean, if you remember that scene from The Hobbit when the other wizard like came out the forest, he was like just tripping because he saw like the evil or whatever. Gandalf was like, hey, bro, just hit this pipe. He hit it. Smoke started coming out of his ears. He started smiling. He was like, all right, I'm good now. I'm good. So you know he got that gas.
He's like, here's your calming potion, sweetheart. Take it. It's yours.
And as far as like him being late. It's like he says, a wizard's never late, just always right on time.
That's how I
He's
feel.
he's gonna get to you exactly when you need it. Like you might be like, shit, I'm out. Next thing you know, there's just a knock at your door. So I got this this new strain right here.
I heard you were out.
Got some second breakfast number 12 if you want it.
You be sitting in the rotation. You shall pass.
Second breakfast number 12.
Oh man.
Second breakfast gelato.
Ooh, I like that. That actually sounds really delicious.
I mean, this is thought of Ian McGregor, like,
Second breakfast, dude. That was so creative. Good job. Good job.
Thank you.
Potatoes. It's a cloak of invisibility. Yeah, sure. Like,
He said, "Yeah, sure, buddy." Okay.
It's funny for us to act like we believe it because he's going around thinking that we can't see him. It's the greatest thing ever. I'm telling you.
He's like, nigga, we can see.
Nobody say anything.
No one say anything.
Like, we can hear you breathing, bro. I can see a sitcom scenario where he just like puts that cloak on and it's just like, bro, I know you got that cloak on. I can hear you breathing out your mouth. Take that shit off. You can't hide from me, dog.
Yo, mouth breathing ass.
Yo, mouth breathing ass, boy. I told you that was bullshit for you to use.
Right. Fucking work on your cardio, homie.
That'd be so funny. Just someone who cannot use the cloak of invisibility because they just loud in general.
Right, just all breathing all hard and shit. Like,
shush.
What if they can somehow put the cloak on inside out so they're not invisible? They're just walking around and it just looks like they're in a sheet.
That's just a dumb motherfucker, bro. You just like
I'm just picturing them walking around like they can't see me.
Yeah, we can.
What are you talking about? We know what you're doing. We see your feet, bro, and the rest of your body.
And thanks to this global warming, we can see your breath in the air.
Bro, I see you sweating under there. It's hot.
Right.
Nasty. You have one.
I'm gonna retract my second one, the one that was stricken from the record, and I'll go with my third anyway, in case anyone wants to take the second one. But I would say Constantine.
Okay.
I say that one similar to the same thing he was saying about the wizard thing. Also, he'd be so much of a dick that he wouldn't even stay behind. He'd be like, all right, you got it, you got what you need? Yeah, all right, cool, fuck off. And he'd be out. At the same time, I feel like he would just literally just pull it out of nowhere. Plus, he looks like a dealer. Like he's grungy, he's blonde, he's British, and he just looks like he does drugs. He got all the drugs on. He got all the drugs.
He just does drugs.
He is the drug.
I'm trying to think. See, then this name keeps on coming up, and I feel bad because I literally mentioned this guy in the last podcast episode that I did with you, Dex, but I just think it's accurate. I feel, I feel like Iro would be a good dealer. But like,
Facts.
Not a traveling dealer, like a dispensary owner.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I see for him.
I see Iro as like he'll do it on his side, like he just does it for the joy. I mean, he'll make money from it, but he does it for like the joy and the like just to share off strains and stuff.
But his shit's like always fire though. Like he don't be pushing hard, but his shit is always good. He be like bonsai watering the shit,
right?
Just counting the drops of water. You know, and counting the grains of fertilizer, picking it out with a toothpick. You know what I mean? Or like
that's why he's always offering tea to everybody because he'll
find a way to make tea leaves out the fan leaves, which I'm sure somebody's already figured out. But like he would just be so meticulous with the shit, and he would grow like one bud, and it would be so fire. Like you can't even smoke it all. You got to just like
you can taste the love in the smoke. Like just like as soon as you hit it, you're like. A tear rolls down your eye. You're just like,
yeah, bro.
And that song is playing in your head.
Oh my god! No, it's gonna start playing "Weed from the Vine."
Weed from the vine.
Getting so high.
So speaking of music, shout out to L. Dre who did like a lo-fi hip hop version of that song. So y'all go on Spotify, look up that, and and Uncle Iroh and L. Dre. Yeah, it's a banger.
That's a good one. That's a good one. But yeah, I think Iroh would be the guy for sure. It'd be some good shit too.
Nice. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So what's your second one then?
So, kind of going on. Well, let me think for a second. So there's one that I want to do, but it's kind of similar to one of yours, and I'm trying to think of something that's a bit different.
Give you time to think about it.
There you go.
Thank you. You know what? Fuck it. So my person is kind of along the lines of yours, Sonic the Hedgehog. Because
yo, he'd be so fun. I love deliveries from him.
Because you know what? He might also pick you up some food along the way.
Right.
He'd be the type of guy that's like, all right, got your weed, got your food. Here you go.
He's just a good guy to have around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wait. So what kind of Sonic are we talking about? Are we talking about like Sonic from the cartoon, Sonic X? Or are we talking about like just regular video game Sonic is what we're talking about? The Sonic that we all like think Sonic was when we were playing the games. Because Sonic X Sonic is a different thing. He's a different
I'm thinking like the classic cartoon Sonic, the one that was always eating chili dogs and shit.
Yeah, dude.
He seems like the most down-to-earth one, and... Oh, you still muted.
Oh, good. Because y'all couldn't see my dog. No, I was saying I would definitely say the Saturday morning one. Jaleel White, voiced by Jaleel White.
Yeah, that one.
Dog eating.
Yeah. Did anybody really rewatch Sonic X at any point? Because they put it on Netflix like a couple years back. Did anybody watch it as an adult?
Not really.
You?
Oh yeah.
Is it dark?
No. It's absolutely terrible. It is a terrible show. It is an awful piece of shit show. Like, it's laughable how bad it is. The voice acting is like really bad.
You know how I knew Sonic X was terrible? When years ago, before Sonic X, there was a PlayStation Sonic game. Like, very short-lived. It was like a one-time only thing, but they had a cutscene and they featured anime, and that voice acting and animation was better than Sonic X. That was just one game. I don't know, Sonic 5 or so. I don't remember which one it was. It was like Sonic something, but it was like, why does it have a cutscene and animation in between cutscenes better than Sonic X?
I couldn't tell you. Y'all hear my cat?
Yeah.
That Vegeta. Prince.
Shut up.
Nah, let Prince talk. He's trying to tell you something.
He's mad because the door is closed. Because
I thought he was mad about because you're talking shit about Sonic X. He's all like, I like that show. I thought the character development was really...
No. I mean, he might have some feelings about it though. He watches anime too. I'm serious. He be sitting on the couch just kind of looking like, so this is what y'all doing all day.
What they doing?
Yeah, that's basically his vibe. My poor kitten Goku, the little orange kitty, he just got his balls cut off a couple days back. He's in the cone of shame, and he's just been laying down for the past 2 days. I
remember when my cat did that too. He had the cone of shame, and I had to do the shredded newspaper for the kitty litter. Yeah. I hated that because it was more to clean up. Because it's like, you realize how much kitty litter absorbs the smells and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I use these newspaper pellets, and bro, I can't smell nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, that wasn't around when I was a kid, or maybe it was. I was just too cheap. I don't know. I just shredded newspaper.
Hey, bro, shredded newspaper it's a rough place to be. It's a rough place to be in, I'm sure.
Hey man, I'll tell you right now, I was on it when it came to cleaning up that box.
He was just like,
right now. Mm-hmm. Pause the game. Let's go. Clean this box out right now.
You funky little guy.
Right. Like, you're not, what are you eating? That's never mind.
All right. Well, if you guys got another one, I think we got time for one more.
I want to pick an anime character, but like I feel like none of them really like.
Say, I just thought of somebody from anime too.
Let me see if I can do an anime. I don't know. I don't know.
I have this name that's popping into my mind, but I can't explain to you why I think he'll be a good dealer. I can't tell you why I think he'd be a good dealer, but actually, you know what? Integra from Hellsing.
Okay. Interesting choice.
I just something about that businesswoman. She just gonna get she gonna convince you to buy some shit.
I mean, the way
She'll
she
steal your
runs her
clients.
business, she runs it like a cartel boss would or some shit like that.
That's
Like she is a boss, so
that's what I'm saying. Like Integra, like all the clients that she has, they're not even all her clients. She like beat another dealer into submission and took the clientele. Like she don't get her own clients. She just robs you of yours. Like she just takes your clients. And it's like she does it because her shit is fire. Like she's just like, oh, you want to smoke that weak ass shit? Here, try this. You not gonna smoke that shit no more. Like she just to walk up on your turf and just start passing the stuff out, and before you know it, and she has money so she can sell it for like a decently low price, so you can just buy it because she got money. She don't need to sell $70 Ace.
And you know what? She's international too.
No, that's a good pick. That is a good
Anybody
pick.
got a complaint? She got a jet and she's there. She's there. For real.
Like, yo, shit ain't hitting like last time.
Like, hey, yo, you didn't do the waist right on this one. Are you trying to lying?
Like, how you parallel park a jet? But yeah, she did that.
She found a way. Integra don't play. And then if you try no shit, she got her motherfucking demon to fuck you up. That's probably it.
Man,
you don't need no gun when you got that motherfucker around. Double fucking monster gun killing things. I can't remember what type of gun he had. It wasn't real though. It's not a real live gun. Like there is no model like it.
It's a Desert Ruger.
I was looking for that kind of gun. I said if I ever get a license, that's what I want. I want two.
Let's say you're better off making it, like 3D printing it. Seriously, that's the only thing you can do is have 3D print the gun. It'll take like a day or two
to make a gun like that.
Someone is making a gun. It's just gonna have to be 3D printing. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. You're gonna have to find a material that can use it though. Some type of alloy, some type of metallic alloy or something. Like it's gonna be like a soft, like a little harder than aluminum, but you can do it.
Does my skill set allow me to make guns?
You don't need a skill set. Someone's already out there. Just literally just search for it. If you have to go on a dark web, you can. But the specs are out there.
That's fire. See, nerds are something else, bro.
Like all you need to do is
cosplay is serious.
Yeah, bro, like seriously.
They're like, we'll give you a motherfucking Alucard gun.
Someone out there,
and you
has
can
already
take that
thought
shit and actually shoot bullets out of it, and you're like, oh my god, too far. What are you doing?
So if anyone in the comment section wants to be anonymous and send us the specs for that,
yeah, we definitely will not do anything insane like use them to make one.
It is strictly for cosplay.
Yeah, just for cosplay.
Strictly for cosplay.
Winking,
not for justice or anything ridiculous like that.
This is an audio podcast, so I'm winking really hard.
Yeah, like I would never ever do this to fight the power that stands. I would never. You hear that?
Yeah,
agents. I would never do that. Wink.
Never ever.
Do you hear how hard my eyelid is hitting my cheek? I am winking so hard.
Right. By the way,
right.
Never in my life.
Royalty-free eyelid winking sound. Turned up.
Make an anime-based gun and use it for justice. I would never do that.
Nah. I'm not going to Florida. No, but if I had to pick in the anime realm, it would probably be I'm probably going to mispronounce the name, but Makima from Chainsaw Man.
Another boss.
Boss bitches get that shit done. I'm sorry. There's something about a boss bitch where you just be like,
you wish a bit because a bitch like her. They, if the business could never go under. She would like do shit to people to make sure her business stays intact. Like she'll be like, oh, so I hear you're a competitor down the street. You're not. I'm your boss now.
Also, side note, strong mommy vibes. So yeah, I'm all about it. Like, okay, boss bitch, mommy vibes. All right, cool. I will buy anything you sell.
Tu madre. Oh my god.
Yes, tu madre. Yeah, I'm you know what? No, I'm gonna keep her my third. I was gonna stick to my other one, but no, I'm gonna keep her as my third. So those are my three: Swamp Thing, Constantine, and Makima.
Okay,
there we go.
Nice.
Yep.
So for my third, I am actually going outside the human/humanoid looking species of people or persons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Korn from Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z. You know, the dude who always gives them their sensu beans. Because think about it, he was basically already a dealer.
Yo, my man was already.
Oh, you know what?
He was already pushing.
That was that was anime Redland.
He stayed with the beans though. Like that was his job. He was the bean guy. Like he was just like, you need some sensu beans. Do you need some crack?
Right. That was pure cocaine. You know, those cocaine.
Do you need some cocaine so you can fight evil?
It never actually healed them. It just made everything numb.
It was just everything numb. Like Goku's leg is shattered, but
it's like a caffeine pill, Adderall, and cocaine all rolled into one organic bean.
And it grows. He can
right. These bruises and blood still be there. That one eye still be swollen, but they be ready to fight. They'll be like, "All right, got my second win." Like, bro, you just numb the nerves. Like,
it'll just be some insane shit. You know, you guys have read
a little bit of meth, right? A little bit of meth.
I haven't read it, but I know a lot about it.
I'm saying that like what he's describing with the Zensu bean, I'm giving the mental image of like every time Guts was like fucked up, his suit would just like go into his body and just hold his bones together. And he's just like, we ain't leaving. This trip is keeping you alive. I'm like,
we gonna finish this fight.
We gonna finish this fight. We ain't dying today.
I said we ain't dying today.
We ain't dying today. I'ma hold this leg together. You got new bones now. Me. I'm the bones.
Wait, are you actually throwing bones on? Because it sounds like you're throwing bones on the table.
No, I'm messing with this thing.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, yo, did she actually like she committed to the bit that she threw bones? Like,
get these bones.
Like,
bones, bruh.
Like, okay, all right. Can't top that one. She got actual bones. It's an audio podcast, y'all. She got bones. I'm telling you, you can't see it. I'm seeing the bones. They're actual, they're chicken bones. They're still bones.
Oh yeah, I got plenty of bones here.
Right.
Bones from chickens. Bones from her enemies.
Mostly my enemies.
A couple of teeth here and there.
No, teeth are weird. Bones are normal.
What do you think teeth are? Okay.
Any of y'all got parents where your mom would keep your baby teeth?
No.
I think mine did for a little bit.
No,
I'm about to be like, not just me.
Mine was raised. I was raised by a Southern Baptist, so like, no, I didn't get all the fun stuff like that.
Oh, she said the tooth fairy's from the devil.
Pretty much. Everything.
Santa Claus is from the devil.
Everything I enjoyed as a kid.
The devil.
So I'm a lot older than I look. So I grew up in what's called the Satanic Panic in the 80s. So that was all of me. D&D, Marvel, He-Man, anything that was fun was of the devil. 700 Club,
wow.
7 on your side, all 7 news. It was CBS Eyewitness thing, current affairs. All them things we're talking about. How bad everything that was fun was of the devil. Is your kid playing D&D, or is he really selling a pack the soul for the devil?
That's why my father talked to me about playing D&D when I went to college. He said, "Sweetheart, you really don't need to be messing with that stuff." I said, "What stuff?"
What's going on? My imagination.
Because I just drew some really awesome characters, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah. Try drawing all that stuff, and your mom's still thinking like, that came from your mind? Well, that's how art works, Mom.
Yeah. Like, how do you think any of these paintings in the churches got made?
Right. Someone in Italy was like, I want to see Jesus naked with a dick the size. That's my Jesus. Well hung. Wait a minute.
That's my Lord. My Lord is real hung.
Ask the Romans.
Oh my God. You so funny.
And you can catch more of this type of humor if you look at Thirsty Thursdays DMV on YouTube or Thirsty Thursdays Wrestling Podcast on all social media or media streaming media platforms.
I'm crying.
You know what? New theory for why Jesus was crucified, because the emperor was jealous that he had that thing on him.
Told y'all Jesus was black.
He was mad that he was blessed. He was blessed.
That's how it goes. He's going to ask the people, what should we do with this man? And then one of them just looks over and they're like, yeah, kill him.
Oh, and you know what? Mary
like
Magdalene, she wasn't even a prostitute. It's all a myth. She used to actually be the queen. But yeah, she fell for Jesus. And so what did the king do?
Because he was blessed.
Because he had that thing on him.
Because
he
did more than walk on water.
Our God is a mighty God.
Right.
Our God's an awesome God.
Okay, since we're going down here, so years ago,
the Holy Ghost in her.
Like in the early 2000s, when I started doing like tattoos and piercings, and that was like unheard of in the black community and or the church community. This old ass like Negro spiritual looking dude was all like, just stank eyeing me the whole time. Like I'm in church because I haven't been to church in like a year. Just stank eyeing me. Like now, mind you, he didn't know that I was always a member. He's new, so he didn't know I was a member before. But I guess he decided to join. Anyway, long story short, he's over there just like mean mugging me. And I can feel like the judgment from like over my left shoulder. And, you know, my dad is always like, you know, hey, just, you know, ignore him, blah, blah. Because I told my dad, I was like, yo, why is this man? My dad's like, ignore him. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever.
He ain't shit. Ignore him.
And then he going to talk about some, Jesus ain't have no tattoos. So I replied, he had piercings, though. and my dad backhanded my chest so hard, but I'm like,
he was probably gagging. Oh my God,
I'm 19. I'm not a kid anymore. Like,
bro,
you know what I mean?
He laughed. He was laughing. That's why he hit you so damn hard. That's why he hit you, because you almost outed him to the motherfucking dude, man. That's what you did. He's like, shut up, don't make me look like a goddamn heathen, laughing at your funny ass.
And on that note,
just hit you in your chest.
Right. He was quick with it, but he realized like I'm an adult now. So like I'm not, you know, like if I was 16, 17, that makes sense for him to do that. But like I'm coming back from college. I'm an adult. I vote. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I vote now.
I could redraft in the army.
I play a part in what happens in everybody's everyday life.
Right. I pay taxes. Like, come on, man.
Why can't I say something silly about the Lord?
I was defending my honor.
Yeah, piercings. But it's the truth, though. I mean, am I lying?
No.
He had piercings, though.
He had. My cat is trying to break open the door. That's crazy.
My cat's always like, y'all better stop talking about Jesus.
Yeah, bro. She's like, don't you talk about my Lord? I'm sorry, Prince.
He probably thinks Catholic is cataholic.
He's a spoiled baby.
They all are. Say nothing to bring it down, but take it from someone who just recently lost theirs, man. Cherish them. Cherish those moments. Hug them tight.
Yeah. That's my babes. He's like 8 right now.
Oh, mine was 19 when I had to put him down. Yep.
See, I'm crazy, right? I'm like, I don't think I can bring myself to put my cat down. Like, you can find somewhere in the house to go ahead and have it.
He had a tumor, so it was either let him live with that pain or, you know, so.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It was like that with our dog. He had dementia. That was sad. I wasn't there. I missed the whole thing. That was the hardest part. I came home from college and he was just gone.
Would he like bark and then forget he barked and he wonder who's barking?
He'd be staring at the walls.
Oh man!
Like he'd just be he would get himself between like the toilet and the sink, and it's like a small space, and he would be in the dark, and he would just stand there and look at the wall. And he was very achy. He's an achy boy. But the way they described what happened to him was awful. They were like, "Yeah, bro, he like twitched and stuff." Like, apparently they don't do. Yeah, I think now there are a lot of like euthanasia, not to code stuff that happens. Like, I don't know if it's always been like that. Like they started using it to code, but at some point they just stopped following. Some places, not all, but yeah, we love our pets.
We do.
Oh, we do. Well, I don't want to keep y'all here for too much longer. It's been almost an hour. I appreciate you both being here and having this discussion with me.
Absolutely, I had a grand time.
No doubt, man.
I love these. Let's do it again.
Definitely want to have more, not just with this, but with other nerdy stoner questions as well.
Oh yeah, I like this topic today. This was fun, and I think everybody's choices were pretty justifiable. There are a lot of good plugs in the multiverse.
Yeah. Do we want to give like a little wrap up of who we picked?
Yeah, you go first.
All right. I had Gandalf, Sonic, and Corrin.
I had Swamp Thing, Constantine, and Makima or Makima. I don't know. I'm such a non-weeb.
And I had the Flash, Iroh, and Integra from Hellsing.
All solid picks. Picks. Now, just imagine if they all came together and formed a super organization. They'd be unstoppable.
Makima and Integra would be like running the top of the stuff, but they would be beefing like the whole time. Like they'd be beefing, like they would be putting hits out on one another. They just would never work because she has the Chainsaw Man and she has like Alucard, so it's like,
hey, you know what? They're just two warring organizations.
Yeah, but like they both run everything though. That's the thing. It's like we got to work together because it's for our benefit. But fuck you. I hope you die. If you die, I won't be sad.
But secretly, she will.
She'd be like, "Oh shit! I lost my greatest asset. Damn, my business partner who I hate."
Just like, yo, that was necessary evil over there. Like,
damn. No,
we had stability.
I respect that evil.
Respectable evil. That sounds like my new clothing line right there. All right, you know,
I like that.
Respectable evil.
Respect that evil.
You know, it's a new D&D class. Respectable evil.
There we go. You can only be chaotic neutral.
Oh, that would be like a class reserved for like people who love Thanos or Killmonger. I'm like, oh, they're respectable evil.
It's like, damn, bro, you killed all those people.
Killmonger is a respectable.
But you got a point though.
I feel you on that one, but that's the only one I can bring up that makes sense for everyone to actually relate to. But when you start getting into it, you realize that just like Hotep's, it's like, oh, you're really just about yourself.
He just make me want to slap him sometimes. Like, shut up.
Yeah. He's less about the righteous cause and more like just want to be right.
Yeah. You know what? I feel like that's a whole nother topic.
So see you next week.
We need to talk about him and how
as we discuss the Hoteps in fiction.
Oh man, I can go, bro. Yeah, Miguel O'Hara and Killmonger.
We're gonna talk about Killmonger. We're gonna talk about Huey from the Boondocks.
Miguel O'Hara from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. He would be he's a Hotep. He's a Spider-Man Hotep.
Okay, so a Spider-Tep we need to definitely talk about.
Spider.
He got the kufi on.
You think I stay in the web? No, that's why my web needs energy. Because
he just shoots out Kente cloth. Like... December 23rd comes and he gets a power up.
Because he's half breed, he's only good from like February 1st to the 14th.
After he webs you up or Kente cloths you up, he's like, "Do you feel the struggle now?" That's the struggle that he's feeling
now. Just looking at you, just like he starts talking to you like he's staring out. Like that shit would be so good.
Why does he start every meet with Grand Rising? He can't even say goodbye right. How do they say goodnight? How do Hilltop say goodnight? They don't. They stay woke. Oh, we gotta go. We gotta
go. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Goodbye.